Namaskar, good morning, welcome to Bharat Anveshan show. Good evening to all the Indian watchers. And today is February 2nd, 2025. Already हम लोग second month of 2025 में कदम रख चुके हैं. एंड जनवरी महीना कैसे निकल गया पता नहीं चला. कि चलिए 2 फरवरी 2025 भारत अनुशन कार्यक्रम में सबका स्वागत है. सुबह का समय 9:30 यहाँ डैलस सेंट्रल स्टैंडर्ड टाइम ऑफ यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स और इंडिया में 9 बजे हैं अभी रात को. एंड चलिए हर इतवार को जैसे हम ये कार्यक्रम शुरू करते हैं उसके पहले भगवान को ज़रूर याद करते हैं. तो आज भी हम भगवान को याद करके ये कार्यक्रम शुरू करेंगे. आइए.
प्रवाह पावितस्थले गलेवलं व्यलम्बिताम्बुजङ्गतुङ्गमालिकां टमट्टमट्टमट्टमन्निनादवट्टमर्वयं चकार चण्डताण्डवं तनोतु नः शिवम्. जटाकटाः सम्भ्रमभ्रमन्निलिम्बनिर्झरि विलोलवीचिवल्लरी विराजमानमूर्धनि भगज्वलल्ललाटपट्टपावके किशोरचन्द्रशेखरे रतिप्रतीक्षणम् धराधरेन्द्रनन्दिनी विलासबन्धुबन्धुरसुरदिगन्तसन्तति प्रमोदमानमानसे कृपाकटाक्षधोरणि निरुद्धदुर्धरापदि क्वचिद्दिगम्बरे मनोविनोदमेतु वस्तुनि. पिङ्गलस्फुरत्फणामणिप्रभा कदम्बकुङ्कुमद्रव प्रलिप्तदिग्वधूमुखे मदाङ्गसिन्धुरस्फुरत्वगुत्तरीयमेधुरे मनोविनोदमद्भुतं बिभर्तु भूतभर्तरी. सहस्रलोचन प्रभृत्य शेषलेखशेखर प्रसूनधूलिधोरणी विधूसराङ्किती प्रभु भुजङ्गराजमानयामि बद्धजाटजूटक श्रियै चिराय जायतां चकोरबन्धुशेखरः. ललाटचत्वरज्वलद्धनञ्जय स्फुलिङ्गभानि पीतपञ्चसायकं नमन्निलिम्पनायकं सुधामयूखलेखया विराजमानशेखरं महाकपालि सम्पदे शिरोजटालमस्तु नः. धनञ्जयाहुतीकृता प्रचण्ड पञ्चसायते धराधरेन्द्रनन्दिनी कुचाग्रचित्रपत्रक प्रकल्पनैकशिल्पिनी त्रिलोचने रते नवीनमेघमण्डली निरुद्धदुर्धरस्फुरद्भूनि शीतिनी तव प्रबन्धबद्धकन्धर निलिम्बनिर्झरीधरस्तनोतु कृत्तिसिन्धुर कलानिधानबन्धुर श्रियं जगद्धुरन्धरः.
गुड मॉर्निंग डैलस, गुड मॉर्निंग अमेरिका, गुड इवनिंग इंडिया बोलते हुए आप सबको राजू कुलकर्णी का प्यार भरा नमस्कार. भारत अन्वेषण कार्यक्रम में फरवरी 2 2025 आज का दिन है. और आज का टॉपिक आपको पता है ऑलरेडी क्योंकि हम पोस्टर में भी डाले हैं, यूट्यूब लिंक में भी डाला हुआ है कि डिटेल टॉपिक के बारे में. और जो गेस्ट है उनके बारे में भी आपको पता है क्योंकि हर फर्स्ट संडे ऑफ द मंथ ये प्रोग्राम फिक्स रहता है. फाइनेंशियल टॉक्स हम बोल सकते हैं भारत अन्वेषण का. और वो हम मिस्टर हेमंत भल्ला फ्रॉम भल्ला एसोसिएट्स के साथ हम करते हैं। और अभी हम लास्ट सितंबर से ये कार्यक्रम शुरू किया है एंड वी हैव कवर्ड क्वाइट एन इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक्स मैं बोल सकता हूँ। और आज का टॉपिक भी बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग है, क्योंकि बीइंग एन एंटरप्रेन्योर एंड ओनिंग योर ओन बिजनेस एंड हाउ थ्रिलिंग इट कैन बी, है ना। लेकिन थ्रिलिंग तो है, जैसे ड्राइविंग भी बड़ा थ्रिलिंग होता है, लेकिन केयरफुल ड्राइविंग जो है ज़्यादा अच्छा रहता है। सेम थिंग, अपना बिजनेस ओन करना बहुत थ्रिलिंग होता है। बीइंग एन एंटरप्रेन्योर इज़ अ वेरी थ्रिलिंग एक्सपीरियंस, बट देर आर सम प्रोज एंड कॉन्स। और वो क्या चीज़ है और उससे कैसे हम लोग अच्छी तरह बचा के, अच्छी तरह प्लान करके आगे बढ़ सकते हैं, इसके लिए आज हम मिस्टर हेमंत भल्ला जी से बात करेंगे। वेलकम टू द शो मिस्टर हेमंत भल्ला। गुड मॉर्निंग सर, हाउ आर यू दिस मॉर्निंग?
Well, namaste. Good morning, everyone. And Rajivji, thank you for inviting me again on your show today. I'm very excited to be here.
Thank you,
And
sir.
just for your information, today again, like last week, last month when we had the session, I'm traveling. I'm not in my office in Chicago. I'm today. This time I'm in Atlanta and in Georgia. So, but thank you. And I'm here again to speak to our audience about the topic we discussed. And I'm very excited for that.
Thank you very much for joining us, because I know you on the weekends also you have these functions, or you have these seminars, you have these activities going on, and which is definitely a very important thing, and that is where your market lies. If that is where your audience come for you on the weekends when you hold these seminars, and because that is the time people have some time to attend the seminar, and but out of this busy schedule you are able to join us, you are able to share your wealth of experience, your wealth of knowledge to our audience. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Hemant Balla, to do that. And as we know that today's we are talking, the topic is about the entrepreneurship and about owning a business. So let's start with how thrilling it can be being an entrepreneur and owning your own business.
Well, first of all, Rajiv ji, again, जैसे हर बार के शो की तरह मैं आपको बोलूंगा कि we will always stick to our discussion in US. So I don't know about other countries how thrilling it could be, or how
Yes.
challenging it could be.
Yes.
But being in US, which is the land of opportunities, I cannot tell you how thrilling it could be, because you and me, we are immigrants there. We moved to this country so many years back, and what we moved, why we moved, and I'm sure most of us heard this is the land of opportunity. And think for a moment, Rajiv ji, we came, we had our family there, we were making good income, we have our house there, we have friendship, we grew up there. So we left our land and we came miles across to this country, which is land of opportunity. And when we are in this country, which is land of opportunity, and if we end up doing a job, for me, it doesn't match. I did not come here just to get a job, just to make some money. When you say it's a land of opportunity, then man, you need to fulfill and you need to enjoy that opportunity. You need to get that opportunity to the maximum.
Yeah.
And that's why it is so thrilling. This is so exciting
Right.
that,
Right.
okay, you can do
Right.
whatever you want to do because you are on in the best country, in the best land opportunity.
Yeah. That is you're talking about the thrilling side of it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And even in thrilling side, let's say, when we are talking about how exciting it could be, first of all,
Yeah.
why do we do business? When we are doing
Yeah.
something, of course, everybody wants to make good money, right?
Right. Right. Right.
And when you are in business, there is no income cap. I mean, you can make whatever you want to make. It all depends on how big is your vision. And
Right.
sky is the limit because this universe has abundance.
Yeah.
So you draw your line, how big you want to grow, how much you want to make, you know? So it's not like जैसे हम इंडिया में बात करते थे अपनी चादर के हिसाब से पाँव फंसा रहा हूँ। नहीं 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 ऐसा नहीं है। यहाँ पे आप अपनी चादर बहुत बड़ी कर सकते हो। And you can spread your feet as far as, because man, you have your own business, so you spread as big as possible. And you want to spread all 50 states, you want to be international, man, you do it. You are here. So that's the
मैं
thrilling part.
मैं ये भी बोलता हूँ कि जो जो प्रोज में जब जैसे आते हैं, सम ऑफ द फैक्टर्स व्हाट आई फील इज लाइक, you have an unlimited earning potential, you know
Absolutely.
because उसमें जॉब में क्या होता है कि यू हैव बीन असाइंड certain jobs, right? Certain target हुआ, and then accordingly you work on those targets, accordingly you work on those work. हाँ बॉस, ये आज काम हो गया, and then you're done with that, right? And but having your own business, being your own boss, there is nobody can ask you that how many hours you can work.
तो राजीव जी उसमें क्या है?
हाँ.
You are the owner, right?
Correct.
So you have control in your hand. So you control your own destiny, right?
Right.
You are the master of your own life. Nobody dictates you what to do, when to do, how to do it. You make your own rules, you make your own agendas, right?
Right.
But Rajiv ji, there are so many when you are in business for yourself, which you can only feel when you do the business. Because there was a time when I was doing a job, and there is a time when I'm doing my own business, right? So, as the same person who has seen both sides of the table, I could see what is the difference first-handed myself, and I can feel that. So, one big difference, as you said, when you're in the job, your owner tells you what to do, your manager tells you what to do. You have nine to
Yeah.
five.
Yeah.
But when you are entrepreneur, there is
Yeah.
no nine to five.
Yeah.
There is no nine to five. It's all
Yeah.
you are 24 by 7. I don't know,
Yeah.
Rajiv ji, is there any disturbance coming from
Yeah. Yeah.
this?
One second.
Yeah.
Let me see. Sandeep, I think there is some background noise. Sandeep. Yeah. Can. Yeah. Yeah. Please do. Okay. Yeah. Continue,
Yeah.
Balaji. Please.
So when you are in business for yourself, of course, it gives you the opportunity. But being in job when you are accustomed to take orders, your mind doesn't develop that much because you are just on the receiving end, right?
Correct. Correct.
You are not in a position to give directions. You are not in a position to plan. Then you're not in a position. What if plan doesn't work like this way? Then you will receive for another order. You'll wait for another order. But when you are in business for yourself, what do you do? Okay, you plan something, then you take action on that, and after that you learn with that, oh, something did not go right, something went right, okay, what I need to do, you review all those things. So there are a couple of things, like when you plan, when you do, when you review, then there comes the learning part. Then you figure it out, what went well, which are the things I should do it repetitively way, or which are the things which I can improve on, or which are the things I should absolutely no, I don't have to do that. सो इससे जो आपका माइंड विकसित होता है ना, जो आपकी डेवलपमेंट होती है, तो आपका पर्सनैलिटी बहुत बनती है, जो कि एक जॉब में बिल्कुल नहीं बन सकती, क्योंकि आपकी सोच बिल्कुल लिमिटेड हो जाती है, क्योंकि
Correct.
आपको एक सर्टन असाइन, मान लो आप, जैसे पहले मैं आईटी में था, तो अगर आईटी में अगर मैं एक पर्टिकुलर स्किल सेट पे काम कर रहा हूँ, एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट में काम कर रहा हूँ, तो आई जस्ट नो ओनली दैट मच अबाउट द प्रोजेक्ट. I don't know overall as a aerial view of everything what's going on. और मुझे कुछ नहीं पता उसमें क्या हो रहा है, लेकिन मेरे को सिर्फ उतना सा पोर्शन पता है जो मेरा डिलीवरेबल है. But when you have your own business, you know end to end everything what is going on. Meaning you start from the scratch. You have to create your market. Then not only market, you have to create your client also. Then you have to get those clients also. Then you have to deliver the products also, or services, whatever you are. On top of it, then you have to see after sales service also. Not only that, then you have to take their payments also, if something like that, account receivable also, right? But before getting the clients, you probably have to do marketing also. Then you have to go in that also. So you know how many hats you are wearing as a business owner in a company, whatever the department you have, you as a business owner actually wearing the hats of all the departments.
Correct.
Whereas when you are doing a job, you have no concern about payroll, you have no concern about HR, you have no concern about marketing, you have no concern about sales, you have no concern about valuation of the company. No, you are just focused on that limited job, whatever you are, whichever sections or department you are. So उस सोच का, लिमिटेड सोच का, और एक जब आप अपना बिजनेस करते हो, और बिजनेस आप छोटे लेवल में करो या बड़े लेवल में करो राजीव जी, उसके ना मोर और लेस सोच वही होगी. दी ओनली डिफरेंस इज अगर आप छोटे लेवल में कर रहे हो तो ये सब चीजें छोटे लेवल में होंगी. इफ यू वांट टू स्केल इट अप देन यू आर थिंकिंग इन अ बिग वे. दैट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर विजन, how big or small your business vision is. But everything you'll be doing. But that's a big, big difference between a job person and a business person. And on top of it, Rajiv ji, what I have seen it, business actually build your character. There are so many things which business can bring, which probably sometimes a job person cannot have that, because I have seen that. And I'm not saying this is my personal feeling, this is my personal realization. Somebody may agree, somebody may disagree. But unless and until you are on this side of the table, if you have not seen the view from this side,
Other side, yeah.
somebody may be disagree because he has seen the picture only from the other side, right?
Correct, correct.
See what happened at times. Not only that, in business, you know what happened in Rajiv ji? Let's say somebody is doing a job. Small example: 9 to 5 is a job. After 5, that person doesn't think anything about the job. Then he will think only about the job, and 9 a.m. he will enter in his office. And 9 to 5, he's a job man. After that, he's a family man. But somebody who's a business owner, he's a business owner not only 9 to 5, he is a businessman. So businessman, he's a businessman. So 24/7, he's a businessman. He always thinks like a businessman. Doesn't make difference. You are in a party, you are in a reception, you are on a holiday, or you are on vacation. You might be in cruise, but who knows? You meet a person and make a business deal, whereas you were on a cruise, and no talk about, but you struck a deal of couple of millions dollar or $1,000 or whatever it is, right? You don't
Correct.
know when opportunities show up. Opportunities don't only show up between 9 to 5. Opportunity can come anytime.
Right.
And you can only avail that opportunity if you are a business person. But if you are in a job, first of all, you don't need to avail that opportunity because you cannot control anything. It's not in your control. Your boss will decide what it is, whether it is good or not. You have nothing to do in that. So the
Absolutely true.
scope is unlimited. Unlimited. So
So,
that's the pro of being on your own business. And as I was saying, you develop a couple of very good qualities being a businessman. You become, if you want to be a successful business person, I'm not saying a lousy or failure businessman. If you really want to be a successful businessman, you want that people in your town need to know who you are.
correct.
Then the kind of qualities you will build, oh man, that is what you love to have, those quality in any good person. Meaning what? You'll be very disciplined person. You'll be very down to earth. You'll be very humble man. And you will never see a successful businessman who reached to the height of his in his profession. He is arrogant. It is not possible. He will be very hardworking person because he built that empire one brick at a time.
Correct.
One brick at a time. But I have seen when I was in a job, because in a job, you most of the time people run by titles. I am VP this, I am RVP this. And today, what I have seen, everybody is VP, everybody is RVP. There was a time when VP title had some value. And when I was in America I was in India long back when I did not come to US. That time somebody told me, "Oh, I'm in a manager in such and such store." So living in India at that time, I thought manager. He managed the entire show. So my perception at that time, manager was like he is having a very good position, and in that company he's a manager. Oh, it only came to me the realization when I moved to US, what that manager means was nothing because he was just a C store manager like that. So he's basically an employee, but in India, the way he said he's a manager of that store, our perception was something different, right? So I mean, what would you say an operator or an employee of a store owner here? Nothing. Would you call it a manager even? I don't know. You can keep whatever title you want to keep, but you know what I mean by that. So same way in last few years, what I've seen in US, titles have changed like that. If company want to retain somebody, they can say, okay, VP title, right? But let's say company also want to retain me, and I say, oh, Rajiv is working here. He has a VP title. No, I don't want to work with Rajiv. Okay, then they can happy me, just my ego to satisfy. They can say, okay, you are senior VP. That's it. How does it make difference to you? Just write a senior VP, no corporate VP or sales VP or this VP. That doesn't make difference. More or less, everybody is making similar kind of salary. Nobody has any control in their hand. And I have seen when you are an employee, your job can be eliminated any day.
Yeah.
Doesn't make difference what title you hold. But when you are your own businessman, who can fire you? No, no, you are the boss.
You're the boss. Correct.
Nobody can fire you. In fact, you decide your pay raise. How much pay raise I need? Okay, if I'm making $10,000, I'm happy in $10,000. No, okay, I need to make 100,000. You decide, and you enlarge your business, make a bigger size of your business so that you make 100,000. Are you happy in 100,000? If yes, fine. Oh no, no, I need to make $1 million. Then make your business size, scale it like that, so that you make $1 million. Who stop you? But can that person do the same thing in job? There is no way.
Yeah.
There is no
That's
way. There is a certain point will come, no matter what is the seniority of that person, how much educated and experienced, he will have a ceiling in the job. He will have a ceiling. The higher you go, your income will start reducing in comparatively, pro rata base. Then you have a ceiling. You cannot pass by that. So, in short, Rajiv, the difference which I seen myself as a job person versus business person, you can have a good living. If you have a good job, if you have a very nice job, you can have a good living. But does that job can give you enough that you never have to worry? Can it give you a lifestyle? When you talk about lifestyle, I have not seen anybody who's a lifestyle and he has a W-2 job. If somebody has a lifestyle, then he'll be a big business owner. No question on that. Because job can just pay you good salary just to survive. Your kids can go to nice school, you can wear nice clothes, somebody can live in a nice house. That's it. But that's what a middle class person can think. That's a good lifestyle for him. That's why people have middle class has a certain range. In that range is their life, and they are happy in that. But does the businessman has that range? No, because when there is no ceiling, you can have whatever you want. When it is attached with like unlimited, so then you go as big as possible, as high as possible, and make as good lifestyle as you want. Who said you have to live in Chicago or you have to live in? Man, you can have one home in every state. Who stop you?
correct.
Who stop you? You live in one season in one state, in another season in another state, and that flexibility only a business can give. I don't know any job which
Absolutely.
can give that kind of flexibility
That is
and that
true.
kind of empowerment to any person.
That is true. So
If you
basic.
ask me pro, I can keep talking 24 hours on that pro, man. I get so excited, and as you can see, thrilled. This is you touch something which I cannot stop on after that.
No, that is absolutely fine. Everybody would like to hear the pro side of anything that we discuss in our life, because nobody would like to listen to the. Sometimes, the cons can be factual, cons can be practical. So it's always good to also understand what can be the cons of being owning a business or being an entrepreneur, because I find, uh, I'm not saying this, but there are certain characteristics on the con side is there can be always a financial risk, because the residual income, depending on the volatility of the business dynamics which happens in the market, or there can be, you are responsible, you are liable to your employees, right? You got to take care of your employees. If you employ a lot of people, whether it's a small scale, whether it's a medium or a large scale, you are liable for their medical, you are liable for their complete well-being, and taking care of their salaries. And of course, I mean, if you enter the business, then definitely you commit for long hours, very hard working hours too. because otherwise, how will you grow your business? It's always said that the top, it has to start from the top, and that is how your, the subordinates and the people under you will start working. What do you think about, some of these cons I mentioned?
Well, I tell you one thing, Rajiv ji. Let's talk about cons. And when you say cons, I would put in this with, let's say this is the other side of the coins, right? So why most of the people don't start the business? What are those factors? Well, the first and first factor is human being by nature is looking for security.
Correct.
So as a security, the very first, because everybody like to secure their life, and well, of course, business is, you cannot say it is secure, you know. Of course, it is uncertainty in business, right? So that most of the population tend towards security. Okay, I got this job, I got this position. That's fine. I don't have to think anything beyond that, right? So
Yeah.
I'm secured. That's one feeling is. Second thing is, well, no business start without investment. You don't create something in air. You have to have pool some funds to create it in reality, right? So you have to have some investment now. Coming back on investment, now let's say if somebody doesn't have a business background, he doesn't have a big bank balance, or given by his parents, or he doesn't inherit anything. So what? How he will have the investment? Then probably he'll be doing a job before that if he's coming from middle class person, and then he'll have some savings. Now think for a moment, Rajiv, if somebody has years of saving, which he saved after from his salary, and now you're asking that person to put that money somewhere where it is not secure, which is the very first consideration of security. And what if market go down or something happen, because in business there are a lot of risk meaning what, it can have a competition, you can have government policies changed, market situations happen, so there are so many risks like this, that person will think, what if because of xyz reason my this saving which took me 10, 15, 20 years just wiped out, so I will be on ground zero. And now my daughter is getting elder. I need to spend money for her wedding. My kids are going into college. I need to spend money for the college, and now I don't have money, right? So this is another factor. And what about, can you start business without knowing anything about the business? No. First, you need to know which business you want to go. You have to have some experience about the business. You need to have some knowledge about the industry. You cannot just step in and just start. Nobody has that much money lying around to waste. Okay, so a couple of years, if your money blew up, doesn't make difference. You keep trying. One day your business will be successful. Nobody has that much enough unlimited source of income that you can do. So these are so many factors which actually, doesn't allow a common person to start the business. And because of this, what happened? Now, whatever I said, risk, because of all these things, majority of people end up doing a job. So if I see the stat, 90% people, because of these reasons, will end up getting a job. But there are 10% people, in spite of having all odds against them, they are risk takers. They are willing to do anything, whatever it takes, how long it takes. They are willing to put all in, right? They still choose for big business. And there are some big businessmen or some they're investor, or even if they have to take the loan, that is a 10% population. And the fact is, Rajiv ji, that 10% population have 90% control of the wealth. And those 90% people who end up accepting a job because of all those reasons, they work for those 10% people.
Very well said. Here we'll take a small break and we'll come back.
Sure.
रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बहार के रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बहार के ओ राही 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 साथी न कारवां है ये तेरा इम्तिहान है साथी न कारवां है ये तेरा इम्तिहान है यूं ही चला चल दिल के सहारे करती है मंजिल तुझको इशारे देख कहीं कोई रोक नहीं ले तुझको पुकार के ओ राही ओ राही ओ राही ओ राही रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों के चल के मिलेंगे साए बहार के ओ राही 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 ओ राही
प्रिंसिपल साहब हैं।
गुड मॉर्निंग एंड वेलकम बैक टू भारत अन्वेषण कार्यक्रम। आपका दोस्त आपका होस्ट राजीव कुलकर्णी फिर एक बार आप सबको स्वागत करता हुआ। आज का दिन फरवरी 2 2025। आज बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट एक टॉपिक पर हम बात कर रहे हैं मिस्टर हेमंत भल्ला जी के साथ, जो भल्ला एसोसिएट्स से बिलोंग करते हैं। ही ओन्स दैट कंपनी एंड ही इज़ एन I would say he is a financial planner, he is a financial advisor, as well as जैसे स्मॉल बिजनेसेस आपको स्टार्ट करना है उसके बारे में जो भी आपको एडवाइस देना चाहते हैं तो वो दे सकते हैं। भल्ला एसोसिएट्स इज मेंट फॉर giving you suggestions, giving you advices on various financial matters. So please check it out, bhallaassociates.com. उनका अभी this coming week एंड में प्लेनो टेक्सास में एक सेमिनार होने वाला है. So the poster or the flyer has been, we have been displaying it while we are having this conversation on today's topic. तो वो है फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी एंड बिजनेस सेमिनार. It's called Financial Literacy and Business Seminar, which will happen in Plano, Texas, and which is a free event. You know, you can just walk in and listen to him and listen to the seminar, or you can definitely gain a lot of knowledge out of it. And I will also post this on Facebook page of Bharat Anveshan as after we finish this show today. Welcome back, Bhalla sir. And you mentioned very good points before we left for the break, which is pros and cons of starting your own business and being an entrepreneur. Because you mentioned the pro side of it, you mentioned certain con side of it, which is very important to understand if somebody wants to start a business. So what do you think? What can be the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur?
Well, first of all, Rajiv ji, if you would like to ask what should be, or what would be the characteristic of a successful business owner, the very first most important characteristic is they are dreamers actually,
Okay.
because they dream something out of the box and they want to do something. And their attitude is that they never take no for an answer. So their attitude is never give up attitude. In spite of getting any rebuttal in the business or any adversity, they fight back. और सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज क्या है कि वो डिसीजन मेकिंग में बहुत फास्ट होते हैं. They're never confused. Should I do this? Should I not do this? They don't take that much time. You see any big successful business person, they will have a vision board. But I have never seen a person who is in a job, he has a vision board. What will he vision? That, okay, I can go to that level, whatever his next level is. But is he in his control? No. His boss will decide, and not only boss will decide. To be honest, if we are talking here very candid talk, there are a lot of factors. Meaning, how good politics you can play in your company. Meaning, how well you can be diplomat, or you can say maybe yes, boss. I don't know. There are so many things. You can get promotions. Even in a job, you may not be the capable person, but you might know how to please your boss. But these things doesn't work in business. Business is like, you are like, let's say if you're farming, there could not be a crop unless you'll plant a seed, no matter what. So you have to go through a process. You will plant a seed, then you will harvest it, you will water it, all that stuff. And at the end of the season, when you work the entire year, even then there is no guarantee that you will have the crop. Rain can come, something can happen, or rain did not come, whatever it is, or flooding happened. Even after entire year, you may not have anything. So, but it doesn't break them. They know this process. So that's what I'm saying. Their characteristic will be, so what? I will again do it in spite of it. But ये सारी चीजें एक जॉब वाले में होना थोड़ी सी मुश्किल है. I will say बहुत मुश्किल है. और इतना ज्यादा, क्योंकि जॉब में आदमी क्या ड्रीम करेगा, मैं क्या बन जाऊंगा? आप कंपनी ओनर तो नहीं बन सकते. You cannot have the entire company. आप एक CEO बन सकते हो ज्यादा, लेकिन still somebody can fire you.
Correct.
And the higher you go, you will be the first to probably let go. Right?
That
But
is
यहाँ पे
yes.
क्या होगा कि जब आप बिजनेस की बात करते हैं, characteristic, man, you talk to any business owner, he will show you something which even doesn't exist. And that is his dream. That, okay, we will do this thing, we will have this thing. And you say, where he will do? Nothing exists. Even that technology doesn't exist. But he will talk about that, but one day he will make it up. He will make it up. You can pick any business owner, any top business. We are living in US right now. Let's pick who's the successful business owner here. Let's pick Elon Musk.
Anybody, any XYZ.
Anybody,
It's
you
okay.
pick anybody. I'm just picking
Yeah.
it for a reference.
Yeah, let's
He
let's
brought
not
the
take anybody's name.
yeah,
Just
let's
for
not take
yeah.
anybody's name, but point
Yeah.
is, like, he brought something in reality which was people were trying from last so many years. They were thinking electric car will be a toy car. No. He
Yeah.
proved that in reality. What I mean by that, they are dreamer,
Yeah.
and they go all out to make sure they convert that dream into reality. And then, as I said, never give up attitude. And they are
Correct.
decision maker. They just think, okay, should I do it or not? No. Let's do it. What if the decision is wrong? Okay, with that wrong decision, we'll learn something, we'll not do this. Okay, revise it, review it, a plan, do review. Okay, let's take this decision, right? And on top of it, they're very good in people handling. They're very good in people handling. So they are people's person. They're
Yeah.
great networker.
Yeah.
Because in business, it doesn't make difference who you know. It makes also difference who know whom, right? So because when you're in business, so you have to have those abilities to make your plan go forward.
Right.
And you acquire those organizational ability. I mean, exceptional abilities you acquire being a business owner.
They are
Those are,
visionary. They have the
yes,
vision very clear. Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
And you know, one thing I learned it, if somebody doesn't have a vision, that will be perished.
yeah.
And that's make a big difference.
And I also feel, the work ethic, the work ethic the business owners have, they have very strong work ethic. That.
Rajiv ji, you stole my word actually. They are really very hard worker.
Yes.
Actually, if you pick any successful person, as I said earlier, also I said they will be very humble down to earth, but they will be very hard worker because they know from scratch how they did go up. So they will have very good human values. They will respect. Doesn't make difference even at you at a owner of a company. That person will respect even at the lowest person of his company because he know his human value. He will not see him as, oh, he's a janitor. No, no, he will give him the same kind of respect too.
Right.
Yeah.
Great, great, great. So now we spoke about the pros and cons. We spoke about the characteristics of a successful business owners. So now we can go, steps to start a business. What do you think? Especially we are focusing definitely on the United States side of it, and because every country has their own methodology in
Right.
starting up a business. So यहाँ पे अगर किसी को अगर मुझे एक अपना बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है तो what are the steps involved?
तो राजीव जी पहले तो मैं आपको कहूँगा यू हैव टू एक्चुअली टेक अ डिसीजन दैट यू वांट टू डू अ बिजनेस.
First point is that.
After
Okay.
you have to decide, without decision you're still in doldrums. You're thinking if or not, right?
Yes.
क्योंकि अगर आपने डिसीजन ही नहीं लिया तो हाउ यू विल मूव फॉरवर्ड. सो डिसीजन इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप. And then you have to do commitment also. I mean, without commitment, no matter easy or business difficult, that will we talk later on. But unless you have a commitment, nothing is going to happen.
Correct.
So what we call is you commit first and figure it out later. You don't figure it out everything first and then commit. It doesn't go this way. There is no way. Let's say, let me pick an example because you live in Dallas, so you can easily relate. Let's say from your home, I know you live in Plano somewhere. Let's say from Plano to Fort Worth, it's 1 hour drive.
Correct.
Hypothetically, it may be more or less, right?
Correct. Correct.
There may be a couple of freeways in between. There may be a couple of red lights also in the, outside the freeways, right? Now, Rajiv ji, if you, while sitting in your home, if you check on the GPS, it takes, let's say, 1 hour, 15 minutes, and you think, man, when all lights will be green, only then I will start. Then I can tell you in writing, you'll never reach in Fort Worth because that is never going to happen.
Happen. Yes.
So now what you have to do, you just have to decide first. I am going to Fort Worth. That is your decision. And then you are not looking how many lights are red or green, or if there is any accident happen, road blockage, that you will figure it out while driving on the way. And so what happened, you commit first and figure it out later, meaning you will start driving towards Fort Worth. And after some time, maybe after 30 minutes, if you figure it out, there was an accident, maybe your GPS will give you optional routes and you will turn it or you will go from somewhere else. But you will reach there. But without these two things, if you are just sitting at your home and talking that you want to go to Fort Worth, then you will never go to Fort Worth.
It's not going to happen. Yeah.
Period.
Correct. Correct.
And then you have to be all in. Once committed, you have to be all in. Meaning what? You cannot do one thing that after 30 minutes of the drive, then let's say I live in Fort Worth, and after 30 minutes of drive, you just call in between. See, Hemant, you know what? I reached up to this part, but here I saw an accident. And you know what? Now I have to turn here and there. It might take 5, 10 minutes extra, or maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes. I think let me go back home. Man, then again, you're never going to, because life is not straight line. And you don't know what is going to happen next time. Whether it is business or in your job, even in your job, you don't know what you're going to see tomorrow in your office. But because it was your job, you are paid, some salary that you go. But when it is business, you're not getting a salary kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have some kind of commitment that, okay, my job is for 2 years, it is 6 month project, or I got a full-time job, because you own it. So you think, okay, I can take whatever decision I can take. I can choose to go back. But that
Right.
doesn't happen like this way. You cannot
Right.
choose to go back now. You have
Right.
to honor your commitment, what you did it. That you said, I'm coming, then come. I'll give you one example. When you say what you have to do. One time, now you live in, I live in Chicago. In business, when you are doing the business, Rajivji, your wordings carry weight because you own that business and it is your business. So you are the business. People don't know what business you are doing. They don't know what product and services you are offering. They see your face that you said it. Did you deliver it or not? That's it. So just a quick example. In Chicago is a windy city and a lot of snow happen in Chicago. So one time I had an appointment with one client at 7 p.m. in the evening. What happened? Just 2, 3 days before, weather got so worse, we had a snow and sleet warning that roads are not drivable. Okay. So my client actually texted me because we were supposed to meet somewhere near his home, right? In a restaurant. He texts me that, see, tomorrow weather is really not good and it's very minus so it's such a degree and there is sleet and all that stuff. Let's postpone our meeting. And in business, I learned one principle. No, I don't postpone my meeting. I don't cancel the meeting. If I'm living and breathing, I will honor my commitment. I will be there. I said, listen, uh, we cannot cancel the meeting. He said, but I cannot leave the home. I said, then don't leave the home. He said, then how we can have the meeting? I said, don't worry. I'll come to your home at 7 o'clock. He said, oh, now you will drive all that 1 hour, 30 minutes? I said, sure. He said, then I don't mind. I'm sitting in my home, warm, chilling, relaxed. If you want to drive, you drive. Now, being in Chicago, I know how difficult it could be. So I actually took 2 hours advance in my hand and then I started driving. Okay.
Okay.
And that client also, now because he said no for that meeting, in his mind, it was actually not possible to come for that meeting. So
Correct.
exactly at 7 o'clock, he called me and he says, Hemant, where are you? I said, sir, I'm in your front door. Can you open it? And he was shocked. He was shocked. He said, how did you reach dot on time in spite of this weather? I said, none of your business, sir. This is my commitment. If I said it, it is done, means it will be done. So that day or today's, now in Chicago, people know if this thing is said yes, means yes, no matter what. No weather, no outside atmosphere can change this thing happen unless they cancel the meeting. So Rajiv
Great.
ji, if you are willing to go that far, then nobody can stop to be successful. No one can stop you, and you are going to be successful. So, to do the business, you need to know your business very well. You need to learn your business. You need to learn and understand who are your clients, and then you serve them, and success will follow you after that. You don't chase success after that. Success follows you after that because you have all those characteristics there, all those characteristics which a successful person has or it should be. Success will come and kiss your feet at that time. So this is what needs to be done to be a successful business person.
Very, very well said. And I also believe that as you actually wrapped up very nicely everything, I mean, there are like fine details like you need to make a business plan, you need to conduct a market research about the product that you are going to sell, and then if definitely funding is needed, then approach the financial institution or try to arrange the funding. And there are I mean different steps which are the fine detailed
That
step by
can vary
which
based on the business, what the business you
businesses.
are.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So very well said, Bhala sir. We are almost 8, 9, 10 minutes remaining of the show. So what kind of tips you want to give to the entrepreneurs, the fresh
Well, first of all,
entrepreneurs?
if you are asking me what kind of tips I would like to give, I'm in financial services,
Yes.
right? That's the
Yes.
business I chose in the US. Now, if somebody I have to give the tips, then the first tip I would like to give all of you is, because when I was looking for a business, being living in the United States from last 25 years, I have friends in almost every kind of business. So I more or less know the ins and out of all those kind of franchises, small businesses, big businesses, IT consulting companies. I have friends everywhere, and I had their ins and out about those businesses, their challenges, their growth, their market, everything I know. So I chose financial industry. After looking everything, I chose financial industry. So if somebody really wants to be successful, wants to make money, and not only money, he wants to make enough money that all his dreams can be fulfilled, then one of the best industry today is the financial industry. Rajiv ji, forget USA now on this particular topic. You visit any country and any downtown, the tallest building you will find is a financial institution.
Yes,
That's it.
yes.
So financial industry is the oldest industry, the biggest industry, and the highest paying industry. So if somebody is looking for the tip, then look for financial industry. Look to step into the financial industry, because what is going to happen, see, every day from point A to point B, money is moving no matter what. You cannot stop the money movement. And when money is moving, money is made in between. And who are the people who will make that money? The people who are in the industry, people like me who are providing those services, the financial professionals. So for the same thing, and here, all those, what are the requirements, risk, pro, the cons, we were talking, the challenges of the business we were talking about in this show. Rajiv ji, the fact is, in financial industry, less than 25% professionals are there. So there is a huge void of professionals. So that's the reason, actually, I'm looking for an expansion. I am looking right now anywhere in United States. Doesn't make difference. If there is somebody who is a dreamer, who wants to achieve his goal, who wants to achieve his fulfill his dreams, he doesn't have to have any money, because we're not looking for any investment, because in financial industry we don't have any product kind of things which you have to market or you have to store or something like that. It's a service industry. So when you're in the service industry, so there is no cost, there is no inventory, there is no warehouse, nothing is there. All a person needs to know is that person has to has compliance and has to has follow all the compliance. He doesn't have to have any shaky background, and they everybody's supposed to have the license from the state. If you have all those steps, and if you're hungry, if you are willing to change, if you are willing to learn, I think, Rajiv ji, there is no business is better than on planet Earth, I would say like that, except financial industry. And this is one of the highest paying industry. So, as you said, I am having a workshop in Dallas, in Plano, Texas, this coming Saturday and Sunday. And next weekend, I'm having the same workshop in my office in Rolling Meadows. So anybody who is listening this show, or if he gets an opportunity to review it later on, you are welcome there as my guest. Just come and I'll share a lot of information there. Lot of information there about the industry, about if you would like to start, how you can start, how much you can make, what is the potential. If anybody is looking, I'm looking for that person. I can help that person to not only change his life, but he could be the, you know, a pivotal point to change anybody who come across him, to change their life. So that is what I would like to give the tip for any person. And you guys are welcome to our live workshop in Dallas, Mano, this coming Saturday and Sunday, and next weekend in my office in Rolling Meadows. So information is on your website available, Rajiv ji. They can go through that information. My contact information is there, and love to see all of you.
ब्यूटीफुल मैसेज भल्ला सर एंड टू ऑल द ऑडियंस, दर्शकों को मैं ये बोलना चाहता हूँ कि अगला सैटरडे संडे, दैट इज़ कमिंग सैटरडे संडे, Mr. Hemant Bhalla will be in Plano, Texas, and he will have a workshop. And then the flyer I will be displaying on my Facebook group, that is Bharat Anveshan Facebook group. Please do see that detail. And it is happening on the coming Saturday and Sunday, and this is a free to attend event. So definitely you have more bonus there, which you can attend and learn and try to join. And as also Mr. Hemant Bhalla has said, that it is an opportunity for you to join the financial management businesses if you want to take up some new business in your career. And definitely Mr. Bhalla can walk you through with that. So please do contact him and get the best out of his visit, in-person visit in the coming weekend. And also to the listeners, to the watchers in Chicago area, Mr. Hemant Bhalla has the similar kind of financial literacy and business seminar in his Rolling Meadows office. So please do check on that and visit his seminar and get the maximum out of it. So with that said, being an entrepreneur and owning your own business definitely is a thrilling experience, and definitely it's a thrilling process. And we discussed about the pros and cons of it. Mr. Hemant Bhalla was kind enough to give his input, his insights about what a business owner can do, and what kind of characteristics he or she can hold or holds when the person starts the business. And the pros and cons we discussed, the characteristics we discussed, and how you can start the business. All the details very nicely he has explained, very nicely he gave all the inputs. So please visit his website, which is bhallaassociates.com, for more information, and get in touch with Mr. Hemant Bhalla for more and more financial assistance, financial needs, and to learn about the financial details. With that said, one more episode of Bharat Anveshan will come to end today, which is February 2nd, 2025. I thank you all for watching it. If you couldn't watch it today, it's okay, because YouTube link will be there. You can watch it at your leisure time and learn from there, what all we discussed, and so on and so forth.
Thank you, everyone. And
Thank you.
really excited to be today again with you all. And if you are welcome, you would like to join, you're welcome to meet me in my live session. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr. Hemant Bhalla. Thank you, Sandeep, for supporting the channel as A&V expert. And thank you all the supporters. With that said, जहाँ पे भी रहिए, तंदुरुस्त रहिए, खुश रहिए, और बिल्कुल टेंशन नहीं लेने का. And I will see you next week, इसी time, one more episode, one more very interesting episode, and that will be basically on the diet. And we will have Manjari Joshi ji, who is a dietitian from Nagpur, and we will have a very interesting topic next week. इसी समय, इसी time, इसी channel, आपका भारत अन्वेषण. Thank you.
Thank you.